happy Tuesday. So today I decided to do something different. I am having a 100% creative day today. And I don't remember the last time I've done this. So I woke up feeling very excited. I woke up around 8 a.m. I think it's 9:30, 10 right now. And I woke up, I made my coffee, which I'm still drinking because I'm trying to drink it slow. And then I played a couple games of Sudoku, sitting here in the sun. Well, it was where I am now. And you know, I allowed my bare skin to get some sun. That was so nice. And I just played a couple rounds, like 4 or 5 games of solitaire. Wow, brain blinked. Lost some, won most of them, so that was fun. And now I'm gonna go brush my teeth, wash my face, put on artist clothes. We'll see. I have some ideas for what I want to do today, and I'm also open to seeing what happens. So I will see you in a minute. How do I do this transition? Can I just be so for real? It is weird just like turning on the camera, filming myself and talking. Like, we don't give people who do YouTube full time like enough credit, because this is hard. This is not an easy thing. I was literally standing on the camera, was like, okay, like we're just gonna press record and we're just gonna go, otherwise it's not gonna get done. But today is No Makeup Tuesday, and I put on athleisure wear because I, for the first time in like 2 weeks, woke up with actual energy. And when I used to live in New Hampshire, I would literally, when I had these days, when I would wake up, it would be sunny and beautiful outside and had my morning free, I would go to a mountain and then run up it, because what else are you supposed to do? So I'm currently living in, I'm living on the Connecticut seacoast now, and there are no mountains, there are simply hills, but I figured a hill is better than no hill. So I'm gonna eat breakfast, drink some water, and it's about 35 degrees, sunny, and super windy. So I feel like this is gonna be like a fun, short run up, see the view, admire it, run back down, hop in my car, and then stay inside my apartment for the rest of the day to continue my day full of art. And I feel like physical exercise is also part of art. So, and then shout out to, can you see my cute little slippers, my bunny slippers? Because this floor is absolutely freezing in here. So we're decked out with the slippers. Gonna eat quick breakfast. Yeah, I already said that. And I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so again, it's 35 degrees out, it's windy, but it's sunny. So I'm just going to warm up inside my apartment, like do some stretches and get ready. Also, by the way, this was my mom's windbreaker back in the 80s, 90s. So, you know, we're styling. So yeah, I'm gonna do some warm up so I can just hop in the car when I get there, use my inhaler, and then run. Okay, and if you're asking yourself, like, why am I not going to a gym and running on the treadmill? Well, obviously running, sprinting up a mountain has way more dopamine than going to the gym. So for all my fellow ADHDers out there, like, come on, why would I not do this? Also, just be prepared for this entire vlog to be kind of chaos. Happy 11/11 as well, that I just noticed. So yeah, what a good day. Also, it's so cold out and so windy, so woo, an adventure. Google said this would take me 30 minutes to an hour round trip, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna time myself and see how fast I can go without, you know, without pushing myself to my limits, I'm just gonna enjoy it and see. See you at the top. Fall is here in New England. Heading up, and up, and up. Honestly, I don't see like a marked I'm at the top, because this hill is like pretty flat on the top. So it's been about 15 minutes of me alternating between walking and running up it. So I would say that's pretty solid. Right now I'm on the plateau area, following the blue trail still. So we'll see where it leads me, but I definitely hit like an outpost. So we'll see where this takes me. So it can definitely be hard to trail run down the mountain during the fall because the leaves are definitely slipperier, blah, 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 than the actual rock is. So in some areas I will definitely not be able to run down. And then there are definitely areas I will be able to run down. So that's fun. Literally right after I finished, or I pressed end on that video, my foot slipped and I just did like whoop. So I'm safe. I have a pretty good like history of not falling. I will definitely have some near saves after slipping though. That is for sure. So yeah, it's a good time. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energized, and I'm glad I did this because I haven't gone hiking, or in this case, going up and down a hill in a while. So this has been fun. Also, I'm very glad that this trail is marked pretty well because I was on the blue trail and it said, oh, it'd be doing a loop. But then it's taking me in the opposite direction of where I want to go. Like, I still have an idea, like my car is that way. So I just hopped onto a new trail, the green trail, because I saw it when I was near the beginning. So I'm assuming it's going to loop like up and around the opposite way and then down. So we'll find out if my predictions are correct. Okay, difficulty scale out of 10. I'm gonna give this hike so far a 2.5, and I honestly would have given a 2, but the 0.5 is because it's fall and the leaves are covering the ground and some of the exposed rock is not so exposed and makes it a little bit slippery, but it's really not that bad. I've skidded twice. I feel like skid isn't even the right word, just like a little like whoop, and then immediately caught myself. So yeah, I'm, you know, for this like hill to be right on the edge of a city, it's a pretty good hill, and I could definitely see myself coming back and, you know, running up and down it again in winter and definitely in spring and summer. I'm sure this place gets crazy busy in the summer. Okay, so I was on the blue trail and I switched to the green trail, and then that's the way I went. That's the way I came from. So I'm gonna head back towards where I'm going, and yeah, my hunch paid off as I suspected it would. You know, this is not my first rodeo climbing mountains, and I'll probably do a little bit more footage of me going down like some of the steeper parts because it's fun. Otherwise, see you at the bottom. Well, found a massive boulder really sitting completely by itself. So that's interesting. And there's a plaque that says in 1861, this was like some army kept a different army at bay. So that's cool, I guess. I'm not really a history nerd. History kind of does not stick in my brain, to be honest. But yeah, big boulder. Okay, I was wrong. 1661. Parliament, general officers in the army found shelter and concealment from the officers of the crown. Cool. Oh, and another reason why this hike is definitely a 2 out of 10. Apparently, you can drive right up it. So I am headed to the other blue. It said that there was a loop. So we're going to see if we can find the other end of the loop, because I didn't pass it back there. So I'm going to keep heading this way. And if I don't find it within like 5-10 minutes of walking, I'm just going to turn around and go to the entrance that I do know of, and then just go down the same way I came. Ideally, I would be going down a different route because I love exploring. Like, I don't like doing the same route twice. But you know, it's better to stick on the route that I do know and not get lost versus, you know, bushwhacking, which I've had to do sometimes and I have been successful. But it's definitely not my favorite. So we're gonna see if I can find this other side of the route. Okay, so my guess was wrong. That I walked on the road for a while and it just kept going downhill with no signs or markers or like an indication of the blue path. So I'm heading back towards the blue path now, and I guess let's go back down the old way, which is sad, but what can I say? It is always an adventure, trying new things, and I love it so much. And I'll do this for the rest of my life because it's so fun. Holy shit, it is so windy. And on the ground, it was about 35 degrees. With wind chill, I'm sure it was closer to now like 25, but I'm all warm because I ran up the mountain. Face is definitely cold because I didn't bring my like face mask that I need to grab. It's still in New Hampshire, so that was not cool, but I made it. We're gonna see how silly these videos look. I can't obviously look down at the phone while I'm, you know, kind of running down the mountain. So we will see. Woo! I've climbed a lot of mountains, but this is the first time that I've recorded myself doing so, and this is actually so fun. I don't know why I never bothered to do it before, but I think, woo, it's windy. We're gonna find out how bad this audio is. I have no clue, so I apologize. You know, we're still amateur over here. If anybody of you has like good clip-on microphone racks, that would work in the outdoor conditions. I don't know if it needs like more like a buffer because it's so, you know, well, outdoors. There are all these sounds. Anyways, Google was not helpful for how long exactly this trail was. It was thinking it was about 1.5 miles. So I'm gonna say it was about 3/4 of a mile to get to the top. And it took me about 15 minutes. And I think I'm around the 45-minute mark right now. Basically, I got to the top and then it was like a very big plateau. It extended farther back than I had realized. So I ended up hopping onto another trail for a little bit. Didn't complete the whole thing. We'll definitely come back, but I'm fucking starving. Oh, I'm trying to swear. I'm starving because I decided to not eat breakfast and go do this first. So, if you've never been hiking, don't do that. But I know my body well and I know its cues, and I could just tell I was like full of energy and I just wanted to, move some of it out and then I'll go eat. So, and I live 10 minutes away from here, so it's super easy. I have some snacks in my backpack, got my water. I'm all prepared. I would not say I would ever climb Mount Everest, but I do have experience hiking and climbing mountains, so I do know what I'm talking about and I do know my limits. Therefore, this worked for me. But yeah, I'll definitely come back and I'll see and explore a little bit more. Ideally on a day that's warmer than 25 out, and ideally no wind. But happy Tuesday. Welcome to my ADHD adventure life. Look at this beautifully red plant. Wow. The camera doesn't even do it justice for how stunning this red is. Like, this is a true Christmas red. Wow. Also, take a look at this landscape. Again, really, this phone does not do it justice. These are very tall, almost like gangly trees. Got some water down there. Yeah. It's a cool new landscape that I haven't explored before. Okay, this part is safe to run. You can hear my inhaler jiggling in my Camelback. Well, that's just, in my keys. That's what that is, actually. Ooh, pretty river. So sorry if you have to watch this and see yourself getting jolted. If anyone wants to gift me one of those trail running cams, I would so appreciate that. Woohoo! I see the trailhead. We are so close. Woohoo! We made it. And also, one of the reasons why I was confused is because I went to the map that was by the trailhead so that it could show me, look, that's why I climbed, but I was far that way. It just showed me the surrounding area that I'm in. It didn't actually map out the entire trail, so it makes sense I got lost. Well, it wasn't lost. I knew where I was, but I didn't know what the trail specifically looked like. So that's how it goes. Wow, this is amazing. My shoe, I think I'm a size 10 women's. Look how big this guy is. Here's my hand. I definitely have an bigger than average hand too, because I'm 5'10". Whoa. It's a massive leaf. That is so cool. This guy probably is the owner, huh? Little souvenir. Basically, there was a whole other trail set that entered that area and back, but I was over there, and it plateaus and extends far back. So yeah, it was so cold. I'm honestly shocked my phone is still able to record because it was cold. Total time was about 50 minutes, and like starting from the trailhead, because it was about a 5-minute walk to the trailhead and back. And I'm definitely going to come back because there was a group of 3 people at the trailhead, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to run up it, like I'll see you on the way down. I'm like, great, we'll see you then. But I thought they had turned around, but when I got back to the parking lot, their car is right next to mine. So where did they go? I'm confused that I didn't pass them again. So yeah, I'm going to have to come back and figure out what exactly is going on with the trails and maybe find a better map. But, you know, it was fun. I am sweaty. I feel tired. I feel content. I feel hungry, thirsty. Yeah, it was a good trip. And I'm going to go chow down on some food. It's actually really interesting how our body really does want to work out. I feel clean. I feel good. I'm actually not as exhausted as I thought I would be. In fact, my lungs were what was the most tiring. Like my legs, my abs, my hips, thighs, all that. I could have gone farther, but my lungs were definitely not as strong. And after, like, once I got to the top and I was like pushing through, like I was tired. Once my lungs and like breathing rate returned back to normal, I felt so good. So then I went a little faster again, and then I slowed down when I couldn't go faster again, and then I kept going. And like our human body is so resilient, and it's actually so essential to be working out every day. I don't work out every day. It's something I'm trying to work on. But man, every time I work out, I'm reminded how good it feels. My body's like, yes, this is literally what we were designed for. Do it again. Do more. So I just think that's so wonderful. And I feel so grateful that every part of my body functions. I mean, I'm definitely not as strong as I would like to be. It's okay. I'm building up my strength. That's one of my goals for this year, is to become physically stronger in a sustainable way. I've been an athlete most of my life, but I haven't really worked out in a sustainable way. You know, I didn't have the proper nutrition or the rest, and I would either go too hard or not enough. So I'm starting to really find like my balance, my equilibrium. And yeah, that's been amazing. And the funny part is I had my hands on the steering wheel, like on top, and I coughed, and cold air hit my hands, and I was so shocked. Yeah, my lungs were literally so cold, and I don't think I'd experienced that in a while, where breathing out, the air does not warm up in my lungs because my lungs are at a colder temperature overall. So I just thought that was funny. Anytime I get home, my cat greets me like this. Are you gonna meow? Wow, when there's a camera on him, he becomes all shy and quiet. You are the noisiest boy I've ever met. You are so silly. Yes. Yes, you. Hello. You happy boy. Yes. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. Mwah. For sprinting up a mountain, I was honestly expecting to be sweaty, but nope, there's not even a single drop of sweat on my body. So either it froze immediately because it was so cold, or I actually didn't, run enough and like long enough to actually start sweating. So that's interesting. There's a hip hop class tonight that I might go. I'm going to see how I'm doing today. But maybe I'll get in a second workout today and actually sweat. Whenever he screams, it's because he wants to be picked up. I was gone for an hour. His whole world exploded without me, huh? Yeah. This is gonna be the weirdest vlog ever. Changing back into the bunny socks was very mandatory. Okay, I'm gonna eat, watch some Fairy Tail. It's Fairytail. It's my favorite anime. It's like my comfort show. Love it so much. And I'll be back when I'm ready to do another project. It's 1:23 and I have my colored pencils and I created this. Social media is like, we can use social media for good. We can actually band together because there are a lot of stuff happening in the background that we just aren't aware of, and we can prevent and make everybody's lives better if we work together. So why don't we do that? And then while we're on the topic of like government conspiracies, I was thinking like what maybe like a plump alien would look like. Okay, if ignore his mouth. I tried to make him look friendly, but now he just looks crazy. And then that was supposed to be UFO where he obviously like popped out from, but it's giving me Saturn vibes or also like a hat. And I think that's the great thing about art is I actually haven't picked up a pencil, like a colored pencil in forever. And my drawing is the equivalent of about a first grader, but I'm having fun. And that is what today is about, is just having a creative day 100%. And it's something I haven't done forever. So, yay. That's very rough, very unfinished. I think literally the first couple chords for the entire song, but it popped back in my memory after like many years of not playing or not remembering it. So yeah, that's fun. And I think that's kind of the point of art, is it's supposed to be messy and unfinished and imperfect. And do I feel good right now playing? And if I do, then that's all that matters. It's not actually about creating something so grand that it must sit in museums. I don't need, honestly, in my lifetime, any of my art that I produce or create to be sitting in museums. You know, it's about, how do I feel when I'm creating? Do I enjoy this? And if yes, then keep going. Hello. My voice is definitely a little raspy after breathing in cold as hell air on my run up the mountain today. Here is Yellow by Coldplay that I've been working on. The stars, look how they shine far. and everything you do. Yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you and all the things you do. And it was called Yellow. So then I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turning to something beautiful. You know, and you know I love you so. You know I love you so. I swam across, I jumped across for you. Oh, what a thing to do, 'cause you were all yellow. I drew a line for you. Oh, what a thing to do. And it was all yellow. Oops. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turning to something beautiful. And you know, for you I bleed myself dry. For you I bleed myself dry. It's true, look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And all the things that you do, 'cause they were all yellow. So I'll very rarely do tarot card readings anymore. I usually just pull like a card of the week because I feel like my brain can get so like, what does this detail mean, and get super absorbed. But look at the artwork. Like, isn't that phenomenal? It's so detailed. So I absolutely love this deck. If you didn't know, in traditional tarot card reading is you're supposed to be gifted your first deck and or any subsequent deck after. You're not supposed to technically buy them. I have obviously bought in some. My friend has. Like, it's normal, but hopefully if you are into this, you can at least have one of them be gifted to you. So yeah, I figured I'd do maybe like an easy like 3-card read and then pull my card of the week. I was supposed to do that on Sunday, but I forgot, out of sight, out of mind, ADHD. So let's see what I get. Okay, so I think my question today is, in what 3 aspects can I, or aspects/areas, can I bring more joy into my life? So let's find out. Oh, we got 1. We got 2. Sometimes that was a big chunk, so no. Sometimes they'll just like pop right out. Other times it takes a minute. 3. Okay. Okay, so I got the Queen of Cups reversed, the Emperor, and the 2 of Swords reversed. And I'm going to use the book because I love seeing they all have like a main saying, and it all depends on what deck you use. Like, everyone is different. So for the Queen of Cups, her mantra is, I am a conduit for powerful love. The Emperor's mantra is, I lead by example. I think I need to stay out of sunlight. Like, look, it turns my hair fire. You know, it's so pretty. But filming wise, I think it's best to keep myself out of the sunlight. Can we just talk about the hot chocolate? Oh my goodness. It's gonna be so good. And yes, that is a bunch of cinnamon because it makes it 10 times better. Okay, I just spent some time with myself and with these cards, and they were so good today. So absolutely love that. And now I'm gonna draw the card of the week. I am satisfied with the card that I received. Won't be telling you what it is because some things must be kept private. I got done my hike at 12:30 and it's now 4 p.m. and just now my legs are so tired. So I don't know why it took so long for them to, or I guess like the lactic acid to build up, but I find that pretty funny. Okay, so for dinner is beef broth with eggs, rice noodles, tamari, ginger, and sesame oil. Oh, and a little bit of ghee. So it's gonna be hot, warm, delicious, and everything I love on a cold day. Okay, well, that was devoured. And I'm playing more Sudoku. And look, you can see the drops of the broth got on my paper, but I don't care. This was wonderful. I hadn't played solitaire in years, and so I keep coming back to it, and it is just so fun and so nostalgic. So I'm trying to eat my yogurt. Look who shows up. I think I'm about done. I am compiling a list with my friend of fun activities we'd like to do. And I'll probably read a little bit. And then I think my day is over. I got a long day tomorrow. So thank you so much for joining. I feel like it was appropriately chaotic. He's actually so happy, otherwise he wouldn't be here. Don't mistake that face. Happy Tuesday, happy 1/1/1 1111, and I'll come back with another vlog. Mwah. Hello from my future self. As I'm editing this video, I realized that I forgot to put in what the results were for my hike, and I ended up doing 2.5 miles, and it said I climbed 46 flights of stairs. So is that accurate? Not sure. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun, and I'm going to probably do more of these fun vlogs. Like, as I was obviously rewatching it as I was editing it, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, this is light, this is fun. I'm gonna do more. So let me know if there's anything specific you'd like to see, like, you know, what I eat, how I work out, how I structure my day, ADHD brain, new adventures. Like, let me know and I'll start recording more because this is just so fun. So happy today. I'm recording this and uploading this on a Thursday night. So happy Thursday, and I hope you guys have an excellent weekend coming up.